Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will be talking about patch 10.1 and I will explain how you can make a lot of gold pretty easily. So with patch 10.1, as I already explained in another video, we are getting a few new materials and there is one in particular that is going to be extremely interesting. This material is the Dracothyst. The Dracothyst is going to be useful for many very interesting crafts. And as you can see, this is something you will be able to get when using transmutation with Alchemy. So the thing that is really interesting with this item is the fact that as this is a daily cooldown, it means that people will only be able to craft one per day per character who has Alchemy. So it means, as you can imagine, that probably there's going to have a huge demand for this item because again, many different recipes and new plants requires Dracothyst in order to craft the different items. But people will only be able to really craft one per day. So with that, I think that definitely Dracothyst is going to be a really good way for alchemists to do a lot of gold in patch 10.1 because you will be able every day to craft one of these and to sell it for probably quite a lot of gold on the auction house. And so this video is basically just a way to explain how you can maximize this opportunity and make a lot of gold very easily with this item. So basically, as you can see, in order to craft this item, all you will need is to purchase the recipe from this guy right here, Misty. And this one will be, I believe, pretty easy to purchase. You will just need one of these Ponzo's cream. And then you just need 25 in Alchemy with the Dragon Hearts in order to learn the recipe and to start crafting these different Dracothysts. So it's very, very easy to just do that with one or multiple characters in order to then be able to craft these Dracothysts and to sell them for quite a lot of gold on the auction house. So what I would recommend you to do is pretty straightforward. If you have one character or multiple characters that have access to the Dragon Hearts, even if they're level 60 or 70, it doesn't really matter. All you want to do is get Alchemy. And then you just want to learn all the different recipes that you have through the different trainers and you want to increase Alchemy up to at least level 25. Normally, again, this is something that is extremely easy, especially with the region-wide auction house. And so this is really something you can do normally in just a few minutes on most of your characters. Like that, normally you should be able to reach level 25 with Alchemy in the Dragon Hearts pretty easily, and it means that when patch 10.1 will be launched tomorrow, you will be able to come and do all the different activities in order to get this Ponzo cream, and then you will be able to get the recipe and start crafting the Dracothyst. And as this is a daily cooldown, but a daily cooldown is specific to each of your characters, it means that you can get Alchemy on multiple characters, and like that you will be able to craft multiple of these Dracothysts per day with all your different characters. So for instance, I'm sure that many of you have probably like a few alts that you don't really play a lot with and that can definitely either remove one of their existing professions or simply learn Alchemy with Dragon Hearts. And as you can see again, normally in just a few minutes you will be able to reach level 25 and like that you will be able to then get the recipe and craft the item. So if you have multiple characters doing it, I think it's going to be a really, really good way to make quite a lot of gold in patch 10.1. Now, let's talk about how you can actually make this technique even better and get even more gold when crafting these different Dracothysts. Basically, when you are using transmutation, you will be able to gain even more Dracothysts if you have a lot of multicraft and also to save a lot of resources if you have a lot of resourcefulness. So what you want to do is really make sure to have enough multicraft and resourcefulness to make it as profitable as possible. In order to upgrade these two different stats, basically, you have a couple of ways. First of all, you will need to get quite a lot of knowledge points. In order to get these different knowledge points, it's going to be pretty straightforward. First of all, you have all the different knowledge points from the first craft, from all the different things you can craft with Alchemy. In order to get all these different first craft knowledge points, you want to first really craft everything that the trainer is offering you. So really try to make sure to get all these different recipes. Then you also want to use the different advanced skill alchemical experimentation and the same with the potion in order to unlock new ones. Keep in mind it will cost you a few of these different artisans metal, but it is definitely worth it because when you are crafting things for the first time, you will also get some of these medals. Then after that, what I would recommend you to do as well is to go through your auction house and go where you can find all the different recipes for alchemy. And if you find some that are really cheap, just buy them and craft them as well. Like that, you will get even more of these knowledge points and artisans metal. After that, you have the Artisans Consortium. Here, you really just want to use some of your metals in order to buy some of these knowledge points directly from the vendor. And like that, you should be able to get already quite a lot, which is really good. If you want to get some extra metal, normally here in Valdraken, you can complete this quest that is just really simple to do, and it will reward you with a little bit more of Artisan's metal. The amount of metal you get varies according to your reputation and your level of basically reputation with the Artisans Consortium, but this is a good way to get a little bit more Artisan's metal. Then you can have, of course, do the quest line with the Artisans Consortium. You will have to go in the Honor and Plains in order to then unlock the Dragon Shard of Knowledge. And like that, you will be able to get even more of these knowledge points. Unfortunately, on some characters, you might have already done all these different quests, and so it's already too late. But on some new characters, you might be able to do it and to get even more points. Also, with patch 10.1, when you come to Loam and you talk to Ponzo, who is actually the person who will sell you all these different items you need in order to purchase the different recipes, you will be able to buy 2 new of these different notes that will allow you to get even more knowledge points. So that's one thing you can do as well if you want to have even more knowledge points. And keep in mind that during the Darkmoon Faire, this is an event that will be up once per month, you will have a monthly quest that will reward you with also 3 additional knowledge points and some skill points for your profession. So this is another way to get some easy knowledge points. Then you can also try and collect all the different treasures around the Dragon Isle. So as you can see, you have a couple of them and they're honestly really, really easy to find. I will share all the different coordinates in the description, but really, as you can see, normally in just maybe like 10-15 minutes, you should be able to go from one point to another and collect all these different treasures. And then all you want to do when you have all these different treasures is to simply use them, and you will gain 3 knowledge points per treasure. So this is really something that I would recommend you to do if you want to get even more of these knowledge points, but this is not like necessary if you don't want to spend too much time on alchemy. For one of them, basically you will have 3 cauldrons in front of you, and all you want to do is around this area, you want to find some of these little like dolls that you can click on. Then you just want to carry the doll and click on one of the cauldrons, and like that you will be able at some point to receive 3 buffs, and when you have the 3 different buffs, you will receive the treasure. You also have this secret profession trainer that you can talk to, and when you talk to this trainer, you will basically be rewarded with 5 knowledge points, which is really good as well. The trainer is just located here in the Waking Shore. And try also to open some of the expedition scout packs, because sometimes you can have some items inside that will also add you 1 knowledge points. And finally, after that, you also have, of course, the alchemy treaties that you can craft with a character as inscription or through the crafting order system. This is something you can do once per week, and it will add you 1 more knowledge point. So then when you are reaching level 25 with alchemy, you will be able to unlock the different specializations. So here, the only thing you want to do is go in alchemical theory. This is the first one you want to unlock. Then you just want to spend 5 points in the main one in order to basically unlock the first sub-specialization. And here you want to put 20 points into the transmutation. Like that, you will be able to get even more resourcefulness when you are using transmutation with your alchemist. So I would say that 25 points is really the minimum in order to unlock this full transmutation tree. And then after that, what you can do is also put more points into the main one in order to unlock the second specialization. And then you want to put everything into the resourceful routines. And here you will be able to get even more resourcefulness when using your knowledge points into this other tree. Next to the different knowledge points, of course, you have 3 other things you can do in order to increase your multi-craft and resourcefulness. And these are the different profession, accessory, and tool. So here you really want to make sure to get the tools that reward you with the best multi-craft. Really try to focus on multi-craft because this is the best way to get a lot of multi-craft. Also, you can buy some of the different enchants in order to add some resourcefulness on your profession tool. Try to buy the highest quality in order to get the highest rank of resourcefulness. One thing I would recommend you to do if you have still quite a lot of artisan's metal is to simply try to get some of the higher quality profession tools and accessories through the crafting order system. And like that, you can really reach some really good amount of multi-craft and resourcefulness. As you can see on this character that I literally just played for Alchemy, maybe for 40 minutes, I was able to get almost 70 knowledge points. And like that, I'm able to be at 40% of resourcefulness and 12% of multi-craft, which is really good and will definitely help me make even more gold with these different Dracothysts. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope this quick technique will help you make some extra gold in patch 10.1. Keep in mind again, you don't need to really have an extra multi-craft and resourcefulness. All you want to do is reach 25 and then you will be able to craft the Dracothyst. So the multi-craft and resourcefulness will help you to make even more gold, but the core thing you want to do is really just reach level 25 with Alchemy in the Dragon Alts on all your different alts, and like that you will be able to craft some of these Dracothysts and to make quite a lot of gold with these items. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos, and in the meantime I wish you all a good day. Bye!